So, similarly, the slot making, normally the judges will conduct 1 day prior. Yes,
Yes.
just for information like this. They used to conduct to online on Saturdays actually, before the contest day. They give a meeting and they give a briefing as well, and they close that stuff on previous day. Last 2-3 times that is the happens actually.
Check the rule book. Okay, there's a contest rule book. If it is saying there, it is right. Otherwise, it is not a mandatory. Check the rule book.
Okay. And for the newcomers, we'll be having contest chat, contest master for both the session. Today, I'll be the contest master. I'll start. Good morning. I'm Toastmaster J. Suresh Kumar, in contest master for today. We are happy to welcome all the Toastmasters and guests to the humorous speech contest. Humorous speech contest of Rising Pillars Toastmaster Club, Area 1, Division A, District 120. The winner and runner will be proceed to Area Division to be held on September 13th, which will be held on a different location. So let us take a minute to recognize the contest chair for today. Toastmaster Bala, actually contest chair means contest chair. Toastmaster Bala and chief judge will be coming. Okay, so mock and should not go. The purpose of the contest is to define by Toastmaster is to provide an opportunity for speaker to improve their speaking ability and to recognize the best as encouragement to all. To provide an opportunity to learn by observing the more proficient speaker who have benefited from their Toastmasters training. Let us now go over the rules for the humorous speech contest for the benefit of all present. Members of the audience are requested to turn off all cell phones, other devices, and make audible noises or put them on silent mode. No photograph or contestants is allowed during the contest. There will be a photo opportunity after the contest. No other recording is allowed except for official recording of contest management team. Audience members may not leave the room while the speaker is speaking. If absolutely needed, they may only leave the room or enter back in between speeches during 1 minute of silence. After the contest, please remain seated till contestants' certificates are distributed. All the contestants have been briefed on rules of contest and have confirmed that they are eligible to be contested in the contest. To be eligible, a contestant must be a Toastmaster in good standing of a club and in good standing. Contestants must create their own speech. Each must be substantially original, and any quoted material must be so identified. The subject for the humorous contest speech must be selected by the contestant. The speaker must avoid potentially objectionable language, anecdotes and material. The speech must be thematic in nature, not monologue. Contestant may use props, and all props must be handled during the 1 minute of silence between speeches and are sole responsible of contestants. Timer, could you please show the timing signal? Green at 5 minutes, yellow at 6 minutes, red at 7 minutes. Any contestants who speak for less than 4 minutes, 30 seconds or more than 7 minutes, 30 seconds will be disqualified. Visually challenged person will be intimated of timing signal with an audio device like a bell, etc. No notice shall be given should the speaker go over time. The judges have been instructed not to consider time in their ranking of speakers. The timing starts with the first word uttered or when the speaker uses any form of gesture, a smile or non-verbal communication to the audience. Please note that a contestant is not allowed to delay unnecessarily. There will be 1 minute of silence provided between the speech so that the judges may complete their ballot sheet, and 2 minutes will be provided after the last contestant has spoken. At the end of the contestant, the audience are requested to remain silent until the tally counter have collected the judge ballot. Protest may be lodged only by the contestants or voting judge with either chief judge, toastmaster, and contest chair, toastmaster, Bala, prior to the contestant being adjourned. Announcement of contest winner is final unless the list of winners is announced incorrectly, in which case the chief judge, ballot counter or timer are permitted to immediately interrupt to correct the error. Are there any questions? The order of the contestants are randomly selected on draw number, and the contestant number 1 Arvind, contestant number 2 Dharma, contestant number 3 Darshini, contestant number 4 Veerasingam, contestant number 5 Abhinaya, contestant number 6 Satish Kumar. Contestant number 1 Arvind.
Okay.
After chief judge confirms, thank you. One.
And you have to ask chief judge, are your judges ready?
Yeah, okay.
That is the no.
Please confirm if that is online. Okay.
You have to change the script. Okay.
Old.
No problem. It's okay. Go to the contestant.
Chief judge, could you please confirm the contestants? Okay, audible.
All that is online. That's one. Sealer.
Thank you, sir.
Because it's not online contest. So you just can't do that. We'll see the script later.
Okay. Contestant number 1 Arvind. Contestant number 1 Arvind. Title: When confidence meets question paper. When confidence meets question paper, Arvind. The speech loud and clear.
Because that's only for online contest.
Okay.
Good morning, Toastmasters. It was a legendary time, summer of 2003, when Reliance launched the 500 rupees mobile phone. And in fact, the mobile phone itself is a luxury. Meanwhile, few guys who completed their plus 2 or higher secondary and waiting for their entrance examinations. I was one of them. After completing this plus 2, I didn't prepare for any entrance exam. And to me, there is no need for this preparation for this exam. It He is like wearing a helmet for the billion rider. I have completed 4 exams and waiting for a few more. It is the 5th one called QSAT, which is called Cochin University Entrance Examination, Engineering. I walked into that examination hall, sat in, and I got the question paper. I smiled at the question paper and I just kept it down. The smile is not for the guy who knows everything. It's a smile of one who don't know anything. And with 100% confidence and don't care of anything else. Was just looking at here and now. There's a guy sitting next to this guy, basically me. He looked at me, my confident smile asked him something. And he looked at me and said, "I'm sorry." With confidence, I gave not one, 2 answers. Then I started writing my exam. It's called an OMR sheet, so it's all objective. We just need to mark it. I have so many images in my mind, the geometric art, greater than simple, less than simple, whatever comes to my mind, which makes more, legit to the individual. After some time, I just the way of writing the exam is I just looked into the question paper for some time, then I keep it there, then I just mark it. The guy who was sitting next to me slightly become nervous. And I noticed, I can see his OMR completely, even I can copy. And he can copy mine as well. He's just sitting next to me. With confidence and the pro approach, I was not looking into his feet, I just marking. And he is getting nervous and I can see he is not filling all the answers. After 1.5 hours, I just completed everything with no questions unanswered. I just got up, took my ownership, handed over to the invigilator, and I just walked outside the like in the movie Onion. Ambi walks out after giving the love letter to the Sada's parents, right? Same approach, I just walked out. Few weeks later, the results came out. So myself and one of my friends rushed to the internet cafe. That time internet is a lecture. We just typed the website and I entered the roll number. With trembling hands, I just pressed the enter and I just closed my eyes and it's like praying like you say. Thinking like I have prepared everything and I'm just waiting for the IIT results. My friends were watching with the screen. SK! That's my pet name that time. SK! Congratulations! My heart skipped a beat. I just opened my eyes with brightness like a leap out of the dam. And they completed the sentence. First time, 5-digit number. The rank is somewhere about 25,000. With luck in my hand, I was assuming like if luck is in my hand, the rank will be like within 10. I have answered all the answers, right? Or maybe within 100. They shocked me, said, 5th time, 5-digit rank. About 25,000 out of 32,000. Okay. I was disappointed. I was disappointed. Like I was something by after hard work. Immediately one face popped into my mind. Do you know who? The guy sitting next to me, right? My logic was, even after answering all the answers, and the evaluation is like for one correct answer, 1 mark, and one wrong answer, minus 0.25. I was thinking like, okay, even answering all, I was like about 35. Where is this guy? He is doing something in a Jurassic Park. Okay, I told about this guy to my friends. I told them like he was very nervous, was struggling to write the answers. And I was like a pro that day. With cruel mindset, I entered his roll number, which is next to mine. that time it doesn't take much time. This page load, boom. You know what's his rank? Niggas? 62. Just 62. I was just like this. My friends just stared at me like this with some awkward smile. I just said, right? Yeah, well, it happens. I should have actually copied him. Maybe I will be landing in 61, 62, 63, something like that. But we never know. Whatever happened is for good, and whatever will happen is also for good, right? Confidence is very good. Overconfidence is not a good. That's what the lesson I learned that day. And there is no shortcut to victory. We need proper hard work, proper preparation, proper, way of approaching things to get to that particular level. Like Rajini said in a movie, Muthu said, கிடைக்கிறது கிடைக்காது கிடைக்கக்கூடாதது கிடைக்காமல் இருக்காது. With this, I will conclude my speech. Thank you.
Contest number 3, Dharmalingam. Contest number 2, Dharmalingam. What is television? What is ocean? What is television? What is ocean? Dharmalingam.
What is television and what is ocean? These two questions, these two easy questions, made a big instant in my life. I was 6th standard, studying in medication school. Till 5th, I have only 6 subjects. From 6th onwards, I have 12 subjects. English 1, English 2, Tamil 1, Tamil 2, Maths 1, Maths 2, like that. I was very outstanding student, always failing Tamil. Though I have mother tongue of Tamil, but I fail always in Tamil. It's an exam day, Tamil 2. I received the question paper and seen that first question, write a paragraph about below 2 questions. What is television? And second question is what is ocean? And I turn back the question paper, write about Tirukural and some other Tamil grammars. I was very happy because what is television? Obviously we all know. What is ocean? I am from Rameswaram. Obviously I know. And Tirukural and grammar I know. So always failing in Tamil. Now I can say I will have good marks with higher ranks. So I was very happy and start writing with additional sheets. Few days, okay? Then the evaluation. I was passing all the subjects with good marks. And the next period is Tamil period. Dalbert and Bereni, 2 are the top rank holders in my class. Obviously, they are the leaders. I went to Dalbert with more of proud and I will be the rank holder, right? Hey, Dalbert, keep in mind, I will be the top rank holder. Every time you write my name in the blackboard, this time I will be the leader. And mind it, I will write your name if you speak with anyone else. He simply ignored me. Very disappointed. Then I came to Brainy with some glorious smile, right? Because I was speaking to girl. And Brainy. Dalbert accepted his defeat. This time you and me are the leaders. She simply ignored and said, "Pada." I was very disappointed and very angry. Suddenly, Xavier name came, my Tamil teacher. Good morning, ma'am. So he greeted. She started distributing Tamil answer sheets with alphabetical order. Brainy 98 marks, Dalbert 97 marks. next to my name. I was very curious because I will be the rank holder, right? She simply took my name and went forward 20 marks. She beat me, hit him hardly. Next, Fatima, 50 marks. And she distributed all the answer sheets except mine. I was confused and I said, "Ma'am, my paper." "Buffalo, come here!" She shouted. I was confused. She threw my paper and take and read loudly. I said, "Why?" "Buffalo, read loudly." Okay, I take the paper and started reading. Because I know I will be the topper. I thought my answer will help others to improve themselves. But I was little confused. Why she threw my paper? She simply gave it to my hand, right? But more confident, I started reading. What is television? "Read Buffalo," she shouted. Then I confused. I have satellite TV in my home. There are 2 channels, Doordarshan and Sun TV. I watch Shaktiman in Doordarshan. In Sun TV, 8 o'clock, Vanakkam Tamilakam. 8:30, Sun News. 9 o'clock, Super Sings. Tuesday, Kadal Chevai. Wednesday, Kavya Budan. Thursday, Adredi Vyalan. Friday, Super Velli. Sunday, 8 o'clock, Lalita Padu Padu. My mom's favorite, double quotes. Wow! She beat me very hardly. "Buffalo, what is this?" she shouted. I said, "What is television?" Read the second question. This time I thought some mistake made. I started reading. What this was? This time I was in fear and confused. So what is ocean? She said, "Read loudly." "What is ocean?" "I am from Rameswaram. My father is having boat. I love eating seafoods, especially prawns, crabs, and squid." She beat me hardly. I don't know why. I asked, "Why, ma'am? Why, ma'am?" She started beating me again and again with scale, wood, and used her hand as well. I was loudly shouted, "Miss, miss," and started crying. Till date, I don't know why she did it. Even today, if someone asks me what is television or what is person, I simply repeat the same answer. Same TV programs and my favorite seafoods. I don't know why. Maybe Savior ma'am is vegetarian, or maybe I didn't mention her favorite TV programs, but I don't know. Till my answer is correct. Over to you.
Contestant number 3, Dashini. Contestant number 3, Dashini. Speech title: Buffering since birth. Buffering since birth, Dashini.
So before I begin, a very big thank you to everyone for your warm welcome into this RPDF family. So as you heard my title, it was buffering since birth. Okay, thank you. So basically, my whole life can be summed up in this one sentence: buffering since birth. So you would all have noticed the small wheel or that small circle thing which keeps rotating in your phone screen or on your computer screen. What do you think that is? It is not just your slow internet speed. That's just me. So, as I mentioned before, in 2020, I started preparing for NEET. I tried MBBS, didn't get it. Tried paramedical, didn't take it. Then I quit and landed in engineering. Obviously, it must be computer science. Because in my household, anything which has computer in front of it, you'll get a job. So basically, that is how my household works. So one day I go to my mom and I'm like, I think I need to pursue dance full time. And she comes up to me and she appears all supportive, very affectionate, very caring. She said, that's very good. Kanna, but do MBA also. Why not? I said, see, after a certain age, your leg will ache, you will have knee pain, you will have elbow pain, you will have a family, you will have career. It will be too hard for you to manage. Just for an alternate option, have MBA. See, that's a good person, no problem. Just have it. Then I was looking at her like this, and I'm like, okay, what if I have to become a painter? Then she's like, oh, that is also a very good option. Very great, painter. You come out and MBA also. Why, what's the logic behind this? She's like, what if the brush doesn't work? So I was like, I just went back and I was like, if you want me to pursue MBA, you could have told that to me directly. You need not give me all these excuses. And this is how my family believes and how my profession feels. Moving on, in all this zigzag journey, there was not only happy days. There were many depressive episodes, and there were times where I felt really the lowest. So these times is when I realized I'm not even good at being depressed. So what depressed people do? What do you guys think? They may some listen to music, some watch movies, some write poems, some share their feelings to someone. This is how it goes. What do you think they do? Nothing. Sitting in one room, staring at my ceiling fan, as if expecting it to download some common sense into my head. Obviously it didn't. Was it better with social events? No. Any public gatherings we go, everyone is like 4G fun, having the time of their life. And I am like the no service button, standing in one corner and like, no service, please don't come here. That used to be me. And talking about all this, I remember one incident. It was the first day at Toastmasters for me. And it was a confusion comedy again. Where was I? I was at the wrong location, as usual. Went to some other SWRL academy in the parallel street. I was standing there. I went there at 9:45. From 9:45 I'm waiting. I knew the door was locked, but I was waiting for someone to come and open it. And to my surprise, there was also a guest who was waiting just like me. And he was very awkward than me. He was way more introverted. He didn't talk to me at all. He was standing like this. And on the other side, I was standing like this. It was very sunny that day. We both are sweating buckets. And he was very instant. I was very instant. He got too awkward and he took his scooty and went. I'm looking at this guy because I thought I had company, but this person just went off. And it became very awkward to him to a point where he was going in circles in his scooty. I see the same person again and again, but he was roaming through and maybe he didn't know where to park the scooty. So that's why he's just driving randomly. Then after some time, I think he got tired, he again came to beside me. And I went out of prayer and asked, sir, are you part of Postmaster? Yes. I said, do they contact the session? He said, yeah, I think so. Then again we are starting it. Then he called us someone. And he again took his scooty and went. And again I started panicking. So that it was already terrified. He said, okay, today we are not attending Toastmasters, we are going back home. And I was too hesitant to call upon Suresh sir. Then again I called him up and he told me where the location was. Then I got an overview of it. Then I started going in circles. 3 wrong turns, going round and round and round. And I was searching for this guest, where this guy went. But this guy was very kind. He came all the way up searching for me where I went. And he caught me at the corner of the street. And he called me up again and he said, here. Then I could wait and say, okay, finally at the right location. So that kindness that day made me realize, even after 3 wrong turns, I finally reached the right room. So, and also I have to confess something. I have zero survival skills. Let it be a game. My friends used to be pro players. What do I used to do? I used to be like, bro, where to open? At door, okay. Go to right, okay, right, left. They used to be like so pro in everything. I used to be always in tutorial mode. Same way in exams. I was very bad at cheating. The person next to me, they could copy from 3 benches away. I can't copy my question from my own question paper. And one day when I was like trying to peek, my English letter Chuma came beside me. I was like, I'm really sorry, no, I didn't do anything, no, I didn't see anything, no, I was writing my own answer. She said, what happened? Write the apology letter, go. The apology letter was wrong with that way answer sheet. And shortcuts, I'm not even eligible for shortcuts in life. Like, even if you ask me to come like some bus stop or something, my friend once shared me the location and I ended up somewhere in Vadapalli. That is how confused I am. So basically I've had my, confused episodes, depressive episodes, awkward phases. I can't take shortcuts, I can't do cheating, and I have zero surveillance skills. And this is what I am. But this buffering all my life has actually made me understand there is so much room for improvement and progress in life for me. My life personally has always been on pause mode and it has never been on play mode. But maybe when this loading is complete and when this buffering finally ends, I think it will all be worth it at the end. Won't it be? Thank you.
So due to time constraint, I have not mentioned that normally every speech, let us now give 1 minute, will not have, I just giving an information actually, let us now give 1 minute of silence for the judge to mark their ballot, and timer please indicate when 1 minute has been lapsed. So that is how it goes every speech. So due to time constraint, I stopped and I go into the next speech actually. So the fourth, Veera Singham. Contestant number 4, Veera Singham. The power of name, Veera Singham.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Distinguished guest. Name is very interesting, right? Whenever we say the name, we will say that might some kind of characters will do that. We have to do that. Or some name will have some characters will be tacked into the characters. We will stuck in the limbo, the limbo in between. So does name have that characters or does character name have such name? My name is Veera Singham. What you thought initially? I will be jump the 10 feet wall, I will be running the 1 kilometer, 120 kilometers fast, I will pray more than 10 lives. Is it true? No. Let me tell you one story. The last month, my apartment association conducted the blood donation camp. On that day morning, there was a 3 rows. In 3 rows, all the 3 rows, the beautiful nurses welcomed each. I was standing in one of the row. When I get my turn, the nurse get ready with the syringe and tapped my vein. But before touch the syringe, my nerve, I fainted down. After a few moments, I realized to conscious. The nurse told me, "You are perfectly all right. So you have donated your body to the floor. So get ready for the next time." Just coming out of that place, the nurse, they called me closer and said, "The next time when you are coming to this place, please change your name." Whenever the name, when we say the name, it has some sort of aspects in the listener's mind. I was talking to my boss Sita. Also, boss, this is what happened today morning. I got insulted, so it became very ugly to my name. Listening to this conversation, my wife asked, "See, there must be your boss. Your name was your boss name was Mallika. You said it, yes." My boss name was another boss name was Mallika. Okay. The last month you said your boss name was Busy. No, please. That boss, different boss. His name is Busy. So how many bosses? Bosses select you or you select the bosses? All are male, all are female. So you have no male bosses. She confused with the name. Sita means Sita Raman. She means Vijay Shankar. Mallika means Mallika Arjun. She got confused. Whenever, keeping in that mind, whenever I go to my beautiful vegetable shop, I never look at the Kamala orange and the Sita. So, when we talk about these names, my daughter interrupted and feared something into my wife's face. Dad, in what bus you traveled last week? The Vakyalashmi. Last week to last week? The Radivina. Okay, last month, the Barvin. So you have no the gents buses, you have only the female buses. That moment I realized the buses also have some shut-up centers. The male bus or the female bus. Only one thing came to come to my mind. I was watching one of the TV interview from the Kamala Hassan. He was saying something about this particular name. At the point he went to the Kamala Shivaji Ganeshan. Just let me know one thing. The Shivaji Ganeshan brings the acting professional skills to his name, or his name brings the value acting the professional skills to his the character. Name doesn't add any value to your the character. Character, so whatever you do something to your specialty, when you get specialized to something, you will add more values to the name. One thing is, I understood from this the name, that doesn't matter if it is the small or the big. Do it something. Do it something to add the good, the positive values to your name. You have to add some values. It doesn't matter the big or the small, because after we are gone, our name does not add our life. Only what we do, what we bring to our names that add values after we are gone.
Contestant number 5, Abhinaya. Contestant number 5, Abhinaya. Speech title: Girls, role number 1, Abhinaya. Girls, number 1, Abhinaya. Abhinaya.
Having a name, it's quite common. And having a name, and people will call us by off of our name, in like short name, it's quite common. For example, Abhinaya becomes Abhi, Ravikumar becomes Ravi, Mahadev becomes Mahadev. But having two different names, it's not quite common. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests.
Good morning.
I'm Darshan. It's confusing, right?
Yes.
Because the contest master introduced me as Abhinaya. Let me start a story. 10 years back, it was 2015, and one Saturday, it was my parent-teachers meeting. So, I sent my father to attend the meeting because I didn't go. I know that there will be no bad remarks, or I did take a good marks, and there is no don't have to go. So I said my father, you go and attend and come. After attending, he came home and he just said, just improve your studies even. That's it. After 2 days, it was Monday, I went back to my school and the class was started. Then my class teacher came and he started to take our attendance. After finishing the boys' roll call, suddenly he started the girls' roll call and he said, Abhinaya, say your attendance. So everyone in my class was shocked and the tutors, I don't know what happened, not Abhinaya. Abhinaya was my nickname using my home. No. On Saturday your father came and he changed your name, Abhinaya. What? I don't know it is. And after went home, I asked my father, what did you do in parent teachers meeting? And he said, I changed your name. What happened? And I don't know, because he changed my name without knowing myself. And that's how it started. Girls, role number 1, Abhinaya. So everyone thought I'm going to give a speech about how tough it is to be in the role number 1. Like someone. No, it is not. Dear Toastmasters, do you think this is a story behind my name? No. Here comes the real story. Let me introduce a woman. Sorry. My grandmother. It was 2009. The year 2009. I am in my native place. And that was the time the Aadhaar scheme was introduced. So me and my family went to the Aadhaar enrollment center to give our details. And that time, when it was my turn and said my name was Darshini, and my suddenly grandmother said, no, what Darshini? It's not your name. That's not nice. Give her name as Abhinaya. I say, wait grandma, my name is not Abhinaya, it's Darshini. You just shut up. You can't get a nice photo in Aadhaar card, but you can get a nice name. So change it. So I was somehow convinced and gave my name as Abhinaya. But that time I don't know, this could be changed, very much changed in my life. After several months, my father went to the enrollment Aadhaar office to change my name from Abhinaya to Darshini again. But then they say, the officers told, no sir, you can't change the name in Aadhaar. Only you can change other documents by using Aadhaar. So that's a big process, right? We done that process. Literally, I have changed my birth certificate, my community certificate and native certificate in another name, Abhinaya. And now I have 2 certificates in all of them with both different names. And as you all know, that's how leads to the name changing ceremony in my parent teachers meeting. So, and that's how I got the role number 1, Abhinaya. It's very a tough place, you know. I think most of us, if you have a start your name at A, you will understand. Yes, you will understand. And let me give an example. By using this name and having this name, most of us have faced tough situations in school and colleges. Example, teachers will say, I'll randomly pick a roll number to answer my question, but you straightly go to the roll number 1. Dear Toastmasters and guests, have you have a story behind your name and have you experienced this? Your teachers will say randomly pick the roll number and straightly end up with your roll number. Thank you, Toastmasters.
Contestant number 6, Satish. Contestant number 6, Satish. Love at first sight. Love at first sight. Contestant Satish Kumar.
How many of you know Mike Moore? Okay, few hands is rising up, right? So he used to be one of the famous film actor during 80s and 90s. And what he is famous for? Coming up with a mic, singing in many of his movies. That's how he got the name Mike Moore. He was one of my inspiration. Because the first movie that I saw him with a mic was Love at First Sight. Not with him, but with a mic. That's when I decided, throughout my life, I'm going to have a mic. I'm going to become a singer like him. I even enrolled for a singing competition in my school. I'm a person who always believes that failures are a stepping stone to success. I'm never worried about failures. But that was an exception. Because I really felt bad about that incident and the failure. Why? Because after the competition, my friends stopped talking to me. My teachers, whenever they were taking class, they stopped looking at my direction. And to take it to this next level, when I saw my crush on the corridor, she started running on the other way. It's because of the performance that I gave of the points. But then I decided, okay, singing is not my cup of tea. Few years passed, but my love towards the mic never faded away. I met one of my friends who introduced me to Toastmasters, and he took me to a meeting where I saw people speaking in front of a mic for hours. Then I thought, okay, singing may not be my cup of tea, but speaking could be. Then I joined Toastmasters, started speaking. I enjoyed that journey. I slowly started becoming a Toastmaster everywhere. Little did I know that had a side effect. Both in my office and even at my home. I started behaving like a Toastmaster everywhere. Started playing all the roles all around in my office. There was a serious meeting that was scheduled to happen in the office. We have missed the delivery. And we have to give a report to our boss's boss. And we all know that we are going to come trashed out of that meeting. Everyone was really serious, getting ready for the meeting. Everyone gathered in that meeting, then I became the sergeant at arms. All of them looked at me and said, "Are you celebrating the failure?" I didn't stop there. My manager was supposed to give the report. I wore the TMOD's hat and said, "Let's welcome Mr. Madhu, the most successful manager." He looked at me and gave a look. I understood his mind was, please don't make me this is my last day. And then the meeting went on. We all came out of the room. But my manager and his boss stayed there in the room for another 30 minutes. After getting all the bashing, the manager came out. He looked at me and said, "Why did you do this? We are already in trouble. Why do you want to put us in trouble?" Now I wore the table topic speaker's hat and started the creativity. But you know what? I just wanted to prove him that we have enough skills at least to deliver a meeting, if not a project. I didn't stop there as well. Now I started wearing a hat of a tag and said, "Madhu, you know what? 15 minutes was given to you to deliver the speech. It's 17 minutes. There were 2 passes, 3 arms, and 4 hours of speech." He literally fainted with me. But after all this drama at office, I came back home. My wife welcomed me with a smile, and she gave me a coffee and a plate with nicely decorated biscuits. Now, what happened I would have had? Any guesses? Evaluate. I took a sip of the coffee, took a bite of biscuit, and looked at my wife and told her, "You know what? The preparation was awesome. And to take it to the next level, the way you presented the biscuits was even better. And your confidence on your body language when you walked and delivered the coffee was top notch." I have few suggestions for you to take your preparation from here to the next level. Just try to add some sugar and milk to the coffee. It will taste better. Looking forward to have more coffees from your preparation. My wife was already furious. To add to that, we had guests on that day. Fortunately or unfortunately, they were also served the same coffee and biscuits. Now I wore my president's hat and looked at them and asked, "What is your feedback on this preparation?" I was literally thrown out of my house on that day. Then I took the coffee mug to control the situation, banged on the table and said, "Let's adjourn this discussion." I looked at my wife and said, "You look so pretty today. Why don't we take a selfie?" The habit of taking selfies after a meeting. With all this, somehow I managed the situation, went to my room, opened my cupboard, took out took my mic, looked at it. My love, what have you done to me? It was pure love at first sight. You complete me. Now we have officially become the co-pilot of my life. Suddenly I heard a voice on the other side, my wife yelling at me. Whom are you talking to? Oh dear.
So thank you all. Thank you everyone. So we are not going to take 2 minutes. Let us now give 2 minutes of silence. The judges have completed their ballot sheet. Timer, please indicate when 2 minutes have elapsed. So this is how it goes actually. And after the contestants, now I request contestants to collect their participation certificate in their order they have spoken. Okay. And after the speech, each participants will collect their certificates and there will be an interview question for each and every one. Okay. So with this, we conclude the humorous speech contest. We will announce the result later in the event conference. Now I hand over the control back to the contest chair, Toastmaster Bala. So now we are coming to the second session. So
2 minutes break.
yes, before going to the session, we'll have a couple of minutes break. Thank you.
You are there.